In this video, I'm going to react to the best chocolate chip cookie in New York City. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. This is the place where I react to music, media, sports, anime, anything related to popular culture. I'll watch it with an open mind and give you my 100% honest reaction to it. And if you could please hit that like button early, I'd really appreciate it. Here we go, another episode of Kabir's gonna make himself insatiably hungry. I mean, it's weird, like if you were to ask me between if I'm a sweet guy or a savory guy, I would probably say I'm more of a savory type person, you know, anything like barbecue or roast chicken or roast beef or a good steak or a roast dinner. I love that sort of stuff, but I've got a massive sweet tooth as well, honestly. Like my sister brought 2 dozen Krispy Kremes yesterday and I've already had like a fair few of them and I can't wait to have more. So yeah, a good sweet treat is something that I really love too. And you know, a city like New York City where there's probably thousands of places where you can get a chocolate chip cookie, you know, to find one that calls itself the best, like the best chocolate chip cookie in the whole city, I mean, it's got to be something special. Like for me, a good chocolate chip cookie has that crunchy exterior, but just a little bit of gooiness in the middle. Like you don't want it to be too dry that when you bite it, it just like, it's like dust. But at the same time, you don't want it to be too mushy so that, you know, it's almost like eating like a pate or something like that. It's got to be that perfect balance. So yeah, this video should be fun because, you know, I'd love to come to New York for Christmas. I think the travel restrictions are starting to loosen up between the UK and the US, so that might be possible. So yeah, this should be fun. So let's go. This is going to be me reacting to the best chocolate chip cookie in New York City. Let's do it. Oh man. Cookie dough ice cream is so good as well, like the Ben & Jerry's one.
Woo! How is it? Do you like it? I'm sure.
Oh yeah, now that is what I'm talking about. You know, you can see it's got that nice crunch. But look at the inside, still gooey. That's what you want. I don't know, I'm doing the Italian hand gestures.
Hi guys, I'm Heron.
And I'm Alana.
And today we are on our way to start our journey to find
the best chocolate chip cookies in New York City.
So there are so many places in New York City to get chocolate chip cookies.
And we narrowed it down to 4 top spots based on internet research, word of mouth,
and a little bit of personal experience.
And I am starving, so let's go.
Let's do it. Alana and I luckily have similar tastes when we're talking about the ideal chocolate chip cookie. We're looking for a crunchy, crispy exterior and a gooey interior.
And a bunch of chocolate chips spotted throughout the cookie.
Our first stop is Jacques Torres Chocolate. Jacques Torres is a world-famous pastry chef and chocolatier. Chef Torres specializes in handcrafted chocolates made with fresh, real ingredients.
Hello, I am Jacques Torres from Jacques Torres Chocolates, and this is the home of the best cookies in New York.
Okay.
This is my go-to spot for chocolate chip cookies. I come here at least once a month, and it's conveniently very close to my house and my office, so it's easy to stop by. It's very dangerous.
Give to your customer what your customer wants. And Americans love cookies. So when you do the things right,
wow,
your cookies will
that one looks huge. That one looks like that big. Oh man.
be a little bit crispy on the outside, soft on the center, with a nice layering of chocolates. Not too chewy, not too soft. So John now is
I don't know, I feel like I'd like mine a bit thicker than that.
responsible for pastries, the pastry chef. And John going to show you how to make all those cookies.
First, we're gonna mix this together so it's nice and light and fluffy. Next, we're gonna add the eggs and vanilla. So we use 2 kinds of flours. We use a bread and a pastry flour. And that's part of what makes our cookies a little bit unique as well. It contributes to the texture and consistency of the cookie. This is a dark chocolate, 64%.
Wow.
We use 2 bags of this to make a batch of cookies.
Look at
That's
all
30
the chocolate
kilos.
chips.
We lift 100 kilo cookie dough with a forklift. From there, we use a blowtorch to warm the bowl to loosen
They use a blowtorch.
up the cookie mix so that it can be removed and added to the hopper. The cookie machine
Wow.
will cut 80 cookies a minute. From there, they're taken and placed on trays to be baked. After they're baked, they are cooled down and wrapped.
I'd love to try one of those. Man.
Yeah, let's do it.
I like this very much.
Okay. Okay, no.
I love the chocolate to cookie
Look at how melty the chocolate is. Oh.
ratio. And I love the crispiness and the chewiness. I love the additional sense of vanilla that I get in this cookie compared to
Vanilla
a lot
is
of the
such
other
an
chocolate chip
underrated
cookies that I've
flavor.
had just in my life in general. What about you?
For me, I'm kind of on the same boat with you. I love the chocolate. Like, if you just look at this cookie, it's just one big mama glob of chocolate.
Mama glob.
Big mama glob of chocolate right there in the center. But yeah, I really, really love this. If I could just want one more thing, I would want sea
On top.
salt. Yes.
Sea salt on top.
Definitely sea salt on top. That would make this cookie like 10 times better.
Sea salt. Interesting. So a bit of like a sweet and sour type contrast. Never tried that on a cookie before.
And maybe a little bit softer on the inside. I love a crispy exterior, but I want something like a little softer on the inside.
The buffering wheel.
Our second stop is Dominique Ansel Bakery.
Yeah, I agree. Like for me, it didn't look as soft in the middle as I would like. I like mine a bit thicker, just so that the soft interior is a bit more proportionally of the cookie.
Ansel is a revered pastry chef, famous for his creative takes on classic desserts. His take on the chocolate chip cookie is a little unconventional.
Wow.
So I created the cookie shot a few years ago now when I was
The
invited at
cookie
South by
shot.
Southwest to create something for the show. I created the cookie shot, and at the time it was just for one day, and it got so popular that I had to bring it back to New York.
It was a great cookie shot. Like the milk, it was cold milk, and then it was a warm cookie with chocolate inside. So I think it was a really nice mix. I've never had a chocolate chip cookie like this before.
I think the cookie shot is simply simple. It's something that is easy to understand. It's fun, and it's a great way to experience chocolate chip cookie.
I'd
The
love
cookie
to
shot
try
is one of our best sellers, and the best way to eat the cookie shot is actually to serve it warm. Add the vanilla milk inside, have a sip of the milk out of the cookie, and then take a bite of the cookie. So first we use a silicone mold that is hollow in the center, and here we have our rectangle of dough. So we use Valrhona chocolate chips in our cookies. We take this dough and we push it inside the mold.
Did he say banana chocolate chip cookies?
All the way down, and then we close off the top. Once it comes out of the oven, we let them cool. Then we line them with our chocolate in the center to make sure that the milk doesn't seep out. And then we pour the milk infused with vanilla in the center of the cookie. So the cookie is hot and the milk is ice cold. So really fun way to enjoy it.
Have you ever seen a chocolate chip cookie fashioned in this way?
I've seen a lot of things in my 26 years of life. Can't say that this is one of the things I've seen. So, you know,
How genius is this creation?
I think it's pretty freaking genius.
All right, shall we?
Yep. Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, it's soft.
I would want to like have a little bit of it and then take a bite of half the cookie and then have a little bit of more of the milk, just so that you can like wash the cookie down.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. This is my favorite so far.
I feel like there's so many different ways that you could go to town on this thing, but he suggested taking that sip and then taking a bite of that cookie, and it's that perfect bite of like cookie to milk.
When you take a bite of it after drinking the milk, you have that kind of mushy cookie thing that you get with
When you dip it in milk for a while,
Right.
yeah. And the cookie itself, It's just a solid.
How do I get a job like this, just going around and eating stuff? Who do I need to talk to? Oh my gosh.
Cookie. It's not just like a fun way of presenting a chocolate chip cookie. This is a solid chocolate chip cookie. I loved that milk that's like mixed in with that Tahitian vanilla and that sugar, and I just wanted more of that. That is my only critique. Otherwise, chocolate chip cookie, every time you take a bite of this thing, ideal bite.
Man.
Our third stop is Levain Bakery. It's well known for its massive cookies and has won countless awards from near and far.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Levain Bakery is most known at this point for our cookies, and most known for the chocolate chip walnut is our most popular cookie. I think it's a classic cookie.
Yeah, this for me is the quintessential cookie. This thick.
People love.
This is my very first time at Levain. My daughter has been telling me non-stop that we have to get one of these cookies.
Ever since I came to New York, I've been here so many times, just way too many times.
Man.
Best cookies in the world.
When the lines are long at the bakery, they move really quickly, which is great. A line is great as long as it's moving, and it's usually about 15 or 20 minutes.
After we realized that they were a hit, then we started kind of playing with the recipe a little bit more. It took us about a year to get it exactly how we wanted it, but no really big changes. Yeah.
I love the chocolate chips look nice and thick as well. So you know when they melt, they're not going to just disintegrate. It's still going to have big gloops of chocolate in there.
We get 2 people to get the bowl because it's so big and heavy with all that dough, and carry it over to the table. We weigh each cookie by hand to be sure that it's 6 ounces.
Wow. They weigh
Every
each
location
cookie.
bakes everything freshly each day, and what we don't sell, we donate at night.
That's nice.
Every cookie that you get when you come to Levain Bakery is probably going to be less than an hour out of the oven.
Awesome. Fresh.
They have this cookie recipe to a science, and their whole objective is to have this crunchy, like crispy exterior, and then the inside should be like molten, kind of still gooey on the inside.
Okay, so excited. Okay, woo!
Oh man.
How is it? Do you like it?
I'm shook. This thing is chock full of chocolate chips, okay?
It's literally maybe like an inch in width.
It is.
You see that molten interior?
What?
That is the reason why this place is so popular. This cookie for me checks off all the boxes. The textures are right. The chocolate chips are just literally speckled throughout the cookie. And there's like a hint of nuts.
I seriously just don't see yet how any cookie could compare to this. This is gonna be really hard to beat. Our last stop, Maman.
Agreed. Because, you know, when I imagine a cookie, when I close my eyes and I imagine the perfect cookie, that's it. Thick, crunchy outside, soft inside, full of chocolate chips.
This cafe/bakery/restaurant is home to the nutty chocolate chip cookie.
Interesting.
The cookies are so popular that Maman makes around 3,000 cookies to last for just 2 days.
Whoa!
So for those of you who don't know, Maman means mother in French, and we named it that as a tribute to our mothers who are our biggest influence in the kitchen. So my husband and I opened up Maman in October of 2014. We opened it up kind of selfishly. We wanted to kind of create a space that embodied wonderful home cooking and a beautiful home-inspired environment.
I live across the road, so this is kind of like my local coffee shop, and the cookies are amazing, especially the chocolate chip cookie. It's like a really like homemade cookie. Like it's definitely like freshly made, but the chocolate in the cookie is just, you know, really, really good and just melts in your mouth.
So our nutty chocolate chip cookie is one of our most classic dishes and the best dish that we're known for here at Maman. So we really wanted to mix that classic chocolate chip cookie with the buttery, salty, nutty essence that the French culture offers. So we've had quite a bit of notoriety on our nutty chocolate chip cookie, and our claim to fame was back in 2017 for the holiday season. Oprah put it on one of her favorite things.
Wow, nice.
One batch makes 3,000 cookies, and that normally lasts
Look
for
at
2
all
days.
those eggs.
So this salt is from a small city in the west of France and is coarser and more salty than the table salt. So that it's one of the ingredients who makes the cookie very special.
Next, we combine together all of the nuts, making sure we're using full salted almonds, macadamia nuts, and walnuts. And next up, the chocolate. To make sure there's a gooey chocolate piece within each bite, we use 61% Qatar chocolate wafers.
Okay, so I'm not like a chocolate chip expert here, but this already has gained 5,000 points. Do you know why?
Oh, it's a positive. Okay.
It's a positive. My points are positive because this cookie is mostly chocolate.
This chocolate chip cookie definitely has more chocolate than the other ones we have tried.
All right, let's dig in.
Yeah, the chocolate to dough ratio looks very good here. Very good indeed.
Wait, first I'm breaking. Oh my God, what? Okay, like there's barely any room for the actual cookie up in here.
Let's just appreciate first.
She's eating already.
It's like melting out. Okay. There's not one basic bite.
Whoever did the sound editing in this video did a pretty good job.
This cookie. I am big on desserts that aren't just straight sugar. I feel like
this definitely isn't too sweet.
No. It's like the nuts and the salt balance it perfectly.
But it's not like a salty cookie, you know what I mean?
No, not at all. I'm trying to find like any negative about this cookie and I really can't.
I don't know, Alana. Like, this might be a really hard one to decide which one's the best. And now it's time to decide which cookie is the best of the best. So unfortunately, Alana, our journey to find the best chocolate chip cookie is finally over.
So many good ones.
I'm still guessing they're gonna say the third one is their best one. For me, it's tight between the third and the fourth. I'd probably still edge toward the third one.
I know, so many good ones. But it's time to pick the best chocolate chip cookie in New York City. Are you ready?
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
Don't look.
I already have an inkling of an idea of where you're gonna pick.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, so she went with the last one and she went with the third one, I think.
As much as I am disappointed in your answer, I want to know what your reasoning is.
Okay, so when I had the Maman cookie, first thing off the bat, the chocolate. Every single bite, my mouth was just covered in chocolate. The nuts in the cookie just had this wonderful crunch, great textural component.
So for the exact reasons that you just explained, I did not pick Maman for that specific reason.
Interesting.
It was a delicious cookie, don't get me wrong, but I picked Levain because it checked off all the marks. It's crispy on the outside, it's molten and gooey on the inside. You're still getting globs of chocolate every time you bite into it.
I think, the Levain, that one has a better balance, I think,
Just, they're two iconic cookies in their own way. If we're talking about my favorite cookie, I'm gonna say Maman, but if we're gonna be objective, the price is just, they're about the same, and you get more cookie with Levain.
The lines out the door is just another thing that I think symbolizes New York City and that experience.
Sure.
So if you're talking about the best chocolate chip cookie in New York City, it is Levain.
I hate being wrong, but I guess for this one time, I'll have to concede.
Y'all, there are more episodes here. I just want a tally of how many times I am going to be right.
Whatever. All right, I will say for this, the best of the best cookie is Levain.
Okay.
Levain?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't know.
Agreed. That's the one that I liked as well.
Levain, the winner. Listen, all 4 of these.
And as soon as I'm finished editing this video, I'm gonna go downstairs and raid the fridge and destroy some chocolate donuts. Oh man, yeah, the last 2, I mean, all 4 of the donuts in this episode were fantastic. Don't get me wrong, they were amazing. But just when I think of, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the quintessential, archetypal, the perfect donut, it's got to be the Levain one, just because it had that thickness. It was almost like eating a sandwich. Just so thick, full of the soft chocolate and cookie dough, and the exterior was nice and crunchy, so you had the contrast in textures. Really, really good stuff. Just mission accomplished. I am hungry. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, And keep throwing the recommendations my way. I know I say it all the time, but they genuinely help me out, because if I know you enjoyed watching something, I'll definitely enjoy reacting to it. So like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, keep throwing the recommendations, and I'll catch you in the next one.